Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 44 of my Rags to Riches Snowy Escape Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it's now Monday morning. Of course, I got rid of all the rest of their lifestyles, either a combination of using potions or going for the coaching. I didn't end up using any cheats. And I've now turned off lifestyles. So we still may get some comments, like some pop-ups about them losing them, if it's working the same way as it did in the past. I don't want it to do that, but it may do that. But it is almost time for two of our Sims to go out for the day. Our Celeste has her first day of work there. Work starts for her in about an hour, and school starts for Eric for the first time. Of course, Eric is still with us. I am planning on moving him back to his family, but I thought it's kind of nice to have him here for now. But if we need the room for any new booze, which we need to move the relationships along a little bit more before we get there, then he can go home to his parents. But for now, it's kind of nice to have him here. And I have Kiyoshi doing some snowboarding, so he actually maxed snowboarding. I was trying to get him to do this actively ski or snowboard for 3 hours, and he's been doing it for a while. It doesn't seem to be ticked off. Is he still doing it? Getting in line at the expert slope. I thought for some reason that had been fixed, but maybe it's not been fixed. Maybe I should have had him not on the expert slope and on the medium slope. I know it doesn't have to be. I kind of wish it would be like 1 of, 2 of, 3 of, so you could see it, because it doesn't actually have to be consecutively. From what I've noticed when I played in the past and had this, where all of a sudden it was like boom, and I barely had them going at all. So I think it's over time. And I'm pretty sure Celeste's needs are really good. I had her do some paintings, but she didn't have any masterpieces. One of her paintings was a figure painting. She did that on her own. Of course, it wouldn't have counted. But Alice has had 2 masterpieces. Oh, I kept them here. I had her do a landscape painting, and it became a masterpiece. And then I asked her to do a classic painting, and it was also a masterpiece. So I think, obviously, Celeste is in a job because we got that call for the job offer, and I decided to take it, even though it was a completely random job for her. But I took it anyways because she was starting at level 5. And it's not like she didn't have the skills and whatnot for it. But I think we need to have Finnegan and Kiyoshi apply for jobs. So let's have him go under the work tab and find a job. And we shall see how that goes. Of course, like I said, how is Eric? He's doing sit-ups. Let's go for this salary person and say, so it's 9 to 7, which is, as soon as I heard that it was long hours when the pack, before it even came out, I was like, this is not a job that interests me very much, especially with it being a rabbit hole career. Dedicating your life to the Farseer Data Corporation and putting its needs above all else is just the first step of a salary person. Stability, respect, and endless hours of work are in your future. Advance to be a supervisor or an expert in your field, all while enjoying morning commutes and evening karaoke. And so the career branches are expert and supervisor. It would be nice if we could at least get each of them to branch, so we can take each branch. So he is now a competent clerk at Farseer Data Corporation, and he starts at 9 a.m. Let's actually go back on to Finnegan. And so he does have to do this because he just started the job, and he has to prepare semi-important reports. So we will see what that is. And I'll probably get Kiyoshi to stop and join, and then probably just go on to the medium one just to see if that helps. And while we're doing that, we're gonna do a stream, because of course preparing semi-important reports is really exciting to stream. But we'll do it anyways. I don't know that it's under career. It is. Sometimes some of the things you have to do aren't actually under career. They're under like a separate one. But for this, it is. So let's go check in on, so Celeste should be going to work. She was going to be petting Gracie. We'll have Alice look after Gracie. Or interact with. Well, I guess we'll lecture about eating trash. I think she's already got that done. It didn't work anyways. Well, I was gonna say, let's see. Let's give a hug after all. It was there, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. But now I decided that I will. And because it's not like she's on a counter or anything like that. And then we'll give her a big treat. So let's go check in on Kiyoshi. And okay, Kiyoshi. I'm guessing you still haven't done that. So we're going to actually stop you from doing that. And we are going to have you find a job. And it's late enough now we can do odd jobs, which wasn't showing up for Finnegan at the time. So let's see. Okay. Again, we're going to do salary person. So actually, the reason all of these are starred is not that I haven't actually done them. It's more that I've done a factory reset and I haven't done them since. And that just puts stars on it like it's new again. So before we bother having him prepare the semi-important reports, because he's going to have enough time doing work after, let's have him come over here and go snowboarding. And we could try and do a snowboarding video. Because he got to level 10 and that's what you need to be. And see, we can always just have him do some more snowboarding after. And let's check in here. She's putting the garbage away. Good. And why don't you rummage? And, there's really, I couldn't tell that there was Tilly in there. It looks empty to me. Very much empty. But we'll grab all those servings. That's quite funny that there's Tilly in there. I'll give her another 1,000. I think we got 400 or something. The reason we got money back, 458 tells you right there. So I could use cheats and take it off. But the reason we got money back is because I bought things for Eric. I bought the table and I bought for drawing on. And I bought the equivalent to the little wizard set that came with the Snowy Escape. Both of these came with Snowy Escape, but I also decorated his room, this room up here, to be for him. So I added like a half wall so that the bed goes up against it, and the little decals were things that we got from Alice leveling up her skill, but I thought they were kind of cute. And this shelf here was like, if you put the bed underneath, then there would be a spot instead of having a bedside table, because of course with the top bunk you can't have a bedside table. So I thought because we had the wall, we would put a little shelf there. And this Celeste got from her career, as this was also something she got. We also got an overhead light. But of course, this isn't a room, so I can't put up. There's no ceiling. And yeah, so that's just kind of it. So thered be room for another bed, and then you could have two people up here. But it wasn't necessary, so I didn't bother putting the bed there for now. And so he has a place to stay he's here for now, and if he comes back for a visit. And then this was because I wanted to move where the door was here. I don't remember when I did this. I swapped this room around, so the bed is actually on the outside wall, which you can't really see, but that's where like the window is, which I don't normally do, but I did just because I didn't want to get rid of the window. And this was something that Celeste did, this flirty painting, and I thought I would bring it up and put it, because this is gonna be like essentially Celeste and Finnegan's room up here at some point. Not that we really use the bedrooms very much. So, did you get your work done there, Finnegan? Let's take a look. You are complete. So, you could go for a hike and see if you survived any wildlife attacks. So, we want to go this way. So, you're going to go here and you're going to just hike around. There you go. You can finish what you're doing and then go hike. Kiyoshi is busy doing his snowboarding video, and he can do his his daily task when he gets back. And there she's back up on the counter, of course. So I suppose Alice could start a job. I'm just going to check if she has trained out behaviors. I thought maybe she had. Well, why don't we get to know? Can she not be companions? Maybe she's not got a high enough relationship. We can't really do very much with her on the counter, which is one of the reasons to lecture about jumping on counters so that she isn't up on them so much, and it would let us interact better with the cat. Because when the cat's up on things, we can't. So we're going to empty this. Oh, Celeste actually made that coffee. That's new. The last time it was like some random stranger who came into the house who had done it. So far, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, we have an unfinished assignment. We're going to confess the truth about the fact that he didn't get it done. And let's see what he got. The teacher commends him for his honesty and gives him a one-time extension. So he got a second chance. Good. All right. Well, and we got mail, so we got our bills. I actually checked our bill details, and their bills would have been really, really high if it wasn't for the lot type. And I think they all have frugal because they were like, I don't know, some ridiculous. See, $7,500, and then they actually get money back on their power and water, and they got like their tax breaks and penalties are, well, no, they're not penalties, their tax breaks are actually like a lot. They're a lot. So we're just going, that's for next week, but still. So we'll have her go pay that when she's done. And then I was thinking of having her start a freelance career. And let me see, expect her writing is actually not very good. Interesting. I guess I never had her write in her journal very much, and instead I had her usually doing some jogging to clear her mind instead. So we're going to have her find a job, and we'll take a freelance career. I'm going to let someone else discipline Gracie, since I'm working on trying to get her to be a companion with Gracie. So she actually has a whim to finish writing a book. So why don't we, and she's very confident. That's one thing. If you want to get confident and you get famous, I find my Sims get confident when they release a track on that music station. So that's one way to get confident. Obviously, you can brush your teeth and like psych yourself up in the mirror. Those are a couple other ways to do it. If you are confident and painted a confident painting and enabled the aura in there, I'm sure there's other things. Oh, the other thing I think is like the plaques. I think they make you confident too. But let me have her go over onto the wrong way, creativity, and we're going to go into the best-selling author. So unfortunately, she's not going to write for an hour while inspired because she's too confident. So we're going to burn that track, and we must have got some money because I see this thing about royalty reports. And there we go. There's all our royalties, or the details at least that they showed. Oh, there it is. We didn't have to look. Oh, they don't actually show you. That's actually odd. It says a lot tax is $953, but the total is $833, so it doesn't actually really go over the details properly. It doesn't add. Freelancer is what we want for her. And we will, as soon as they get the pop-up, choose the... Even though our skills would suit her to be electrified artist, I actually don't really like the digital... I don't like the freelance artist. I like the freelance writer, and I like the freelance programmer, which I didn't want her to do that. She could do the fabricator, which she could work on that aspiration by doing that. But again, I don't find it pays very well. But we'll do it anyways, because then she can, instead of working best-selling author, you don't need to be, but master maker, you need to be the freelancer. And she got nothing, nothing for this aspiration. But it's also not hard to do from home. So we're going to recycle from inventory some things. This is the light that I tried to put up, but it didn't work. I guess we don't need this sofa, and we don't need this coffee maker, and we want to get rid of that. And there's that chili that we did. I don't think we want to, I don't know. Well, honestly, we don't want to do too much because she's got to do it 5 times. So we kind of want to take our turn to take our time and do them individually. Why don't we harvest the chrysanthemums? And also, why don't we sell a lot of these things in her inventory? I'm just looking at which one that's unreleased. So, okay. So we want to select everything except for that one, and we'll sell it just to get rid of it. And we're going to take that off. And these are, we're going to add to wardrobe the stuff she knit. And, oh, it did go. All right. And why don't we put this in our inventory? Why are we discarding the content? I thought we actually collected it. Oh, he got attacked. Oh, he was successful. Yay. I don't see it. I don't see it. Let me look. Yay, I registered it. Good, and he's still hiking. And then Alice got some interest. We'll go back to Alice. It pulled us away. So we need... I was trying to see how much she had in her inventory. So she actually doesn't have very many chrysanthemums. So we're going to harvest those chrysanthemums. We may as well harvest the dragon fruits because we can always pass them to Kiyoshi to make... Though she should really learn the juice fizzing skill. Does she have any... Does she have any juice fizzing? I don't remember. I might have had her start doing that, but I think since... Yeah, barely. She's got like level 1. They're not very high. Why don't you just harvest all? Why don't you just harvest all when you're done with... Hopefully you have something that we want to put in here. Okay, we will do an... No, we will do a grape. 1 grape. And... then we will fizz. We will fizz it. And then we will have her harvest all once she's done that. Yeah, she likes to be home with her kitty cat, and she's got to level 3. Yay. So she can make fizz, as she can make seltzers on the juice fizzer. And I think level 2 is where you unlock kombucha. And level 4 is when you can start sending them away. There we go. But just makes sense that she's going to be the one who does it. I know Finnegan has maxed it, but... So we're going to recycle from inventory again. We're going to have her read to get the other thing. So she's just going to go through this, over the course of the day. And if anything happens, I will be back. Well, I was trying to wait until Celeste got back from her first day at work. But I sent Finnegan hiking, and he successfully evaded 1 attack, but he got attacked by giant hornets, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that Alice was attacked by, and the message is, Finnegan was attacked and injured by giant hornets. Having a higher logic skill or a jar of emergency emetic potion can help avoid future pain. So I have bought him now, afterwards, all of the things, and including 2 jars of emergency emetic potion. But that's what you use after to help. And he is dazed. He's so energized from everything else, you can't actually see it. But as bad as they said from Wildlife Encounter, those stingers, like a venomous knitting needle jabbing into Finnegan's skin. Right now, Finnegan doesn't feel so good. So we're going to have him take that, and hopefully that gets rid of it. However, his logic is maxed. It can't get any higher. And I'm pretty sure the same was true with Alice. She is maxed, and I think that was the case even at the time. So... you can't get any higher than max, so I'm not really sure why he wasn't successful, and the same goes for her. And I haven't actually look to see if there is a bug report for this, and I'm gonna try and look. If there is, I will try and remember to post it down below. But let me know if you ever had this happen in your game. So he's gonna take that potion because I don't know, even though it's overwhelmed by he was energized from his other one. So if you look here, he has one where he was unscathed, and we're gonna follow him because he's running away. I asked him, I don't know why they have to go somewhere else to do what I asked them to do. So let's see. Yeah, so it's all gone now. It's all gone. But, that was really not... Oh, look, Eric is a B student, and he came home with a school project. Yay for Eric. I remember I have good schools on as a trait, because I probably would have had that on after Kiyoshi moved in. I didn't really need it for the others, but I may have and never took it off. So we'll leave it on there. It's going to only help him. I want him to rock climbing, make an energy bar, because he has an apple and a cherry, and he's getting a little bit hungry. I know I could rally the troops, but I kind of want to do this for fun, for the fun of it. And I probably should get him, see how many points. He doesn't actually have as many points as I would think he would maybe have. So are you going to eat that? I guess you just make it. And it doesn't seem to expire, so we're going to eat handcrafted energy bar. That was like instant. Oh, and it does also help with the energy. So he does need some social and whatnot, but he was actually supposed to be hiking back to the base, like essentially going home, because I thought I would we'll just have him go that. And Kiyoshi is also out doing his hiking. He's also hungry. So he is now on the next part where he needs to perform, because he did get his 3 hours done. And then he has to do these things, which includes going to Mount Komorebi. So we're going to go up Mount Komorebi one more time, but this time we'll have, I think Alice maybe is the one. I can't remember. Whichever of Alice and Celeste needs to lead it to get the trait. Because we had one of them lead it the first time, and we'll have the other one lead it this time, since they're our main ones. Obviously, if you wanted all of them to have it, we'd have to go and take turns leading it. So yes, it was Celeste who did it. She's an expert mountaineer. So, okay, well, I will be back when Celeste is home from her job. Let's see when that's going to be in game time. Let's just hit play while they're doing it to have the time go. 5 o'clock, right? No, hers is, it's a pretty long day too, honestly. 8 till 5. And Kiyoshi joined, and it's 9 to 7. It's only 1 hour difference in the time. So he needs to come home and do this. So he encountered, I never actually saw it. It pulled me over there. He encountered a Kadoma or a spirit, but I didn't see it. So, and she's painting again, so I should probably put her over onto the painting aspiration as opposed to this. She was doing some recycling. So I'll be back when she gets home from her job. So Celeste is home, and she didn't get a promotion. She just did a normal day. So we will check in and see when she works next, which is Wednesday. So she actually has a day off in between. But we're actually going to leave this part here, and we shall see in the next part how the other two's workday goes, or their first workday goes as salary person. So do comment down below if you have had any issues with your Sims doing those hikes and getting attacked and still getting injured, even though the skills you would think should be good enough. But that's going to be it for this part. Leave a like if you liked the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!